I'm back. I am back. And I feel great. Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to Down Down Up Up. It's your boy here, Apollo, and guess what? New camera quality. It's a bit of an improvement, and it's also one of the main reasons I've been gone for so long. I haven't seen you guys since TLC, I think. I want to say TLC. I was hoping to do a bit more around the holiday season, but as things usually do, other stuff happened and I couldn't do what I originally planned. I didn't have anything big planned, but just a few other side things. Also, really glad it's the new year because, like I said, I've been waiting for this new camera for a while now. One of the big main reasons I've waited this long. I was thinking about coming back maybe early January, but I kept telling myself, no, you know what? When you come back, let them see the new camera quality. Gets more of a room shot, down in the game and lounge room, obviously. Got all of this just in better quality. That's just what I'm so psyched about because honestly, at this point, looking back at some of my previous videos, I couldn't stand that quality, and this just feels like so much more of an improvement. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Also, finally got the cut. I grew out my hair for a while last year to see how long I'd get, and finally got rid of it. Got a good buzz, but let's skip the introductions. I hope all of you are doing really well though. 2019 is finally here. I wish you all the best, just as I do upon myself, my friends, and my family. We're gonna kill it this year, guys. We're gonna achieve those dreams. And speaking of achieving dreams, NXT is about to do so in just a little bit over 24 hours at this point. NXT UK Takeover Blackpool is going down Saturday early UK time because you got to remember they can't do this at night our time because they'll be fast asleep in their beds by then or possibly waking up early. So I believe it starts around 2 o'clock our time, like 2 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow, Saturday. So I was telling myself, am I going to do predictions for this show? And why, Apollo? Why would you say that? It's simple. I have not had a lot of time to keep up with this brand for a number of reasons. One, I don't find it, honestly, the best. Like, I don't know how to say this, honestly. I've thought about this, and it's really difficult for me to put into words how I feel about this promotion. I love what they're trying to do, and over time, I think they can make it to that level that 205 has right now. Yeah, can you believe it? I'm actually trying to refer something to how great 205 is. But it's true. Have you watched 205 live? They kill it every week. But when it comes to this brand, it just seems like they haven't grasped that idea yet. Which brings me to my second point. I've seen these guys wrestle in other promotions. I'm still a huge fan of Defiant Wrestling, aka WCPW Wrestling, and I've watched tons of other UK based wrestling brand promotions over the past few years. And they've killed it. Joseph Connors, Pete Dunne, who all in all I should not be complaining about. Pete Dunne kills it every time. But Joseph Connors, man, Mustache Mountain, again, they sort of somewhat kill it. Joe Coffey, there's just so many guys down there that they could be doing more with. Ligero being one of them, big time. So, all in all, it's just that they're not doing what I was hoping they do with some of these guys right now. I know time is still a big factor with this promotion, but let's talk about TakeOver itself. Yes, it does have the 5 matches we're used to getting ready for a TakeOver, 3 of them title matches, the other 2 sort of just there. But I hope they kill it and just completely blow us away with those 2 matches. But we'll see. We'll see. So let's dive right into this. Starting clean now. It's the first predictions contest of 2019. Let's go. The first match, I honestly just heard about a few minutes ago. I wasn't even aware this match was happening until a few minutes ago. Travis Banks, another man I've seen completely on fleek when it comes to wrestling. back in the old WCPW Defiant days, taking on Jordan Devlin, a man I can't stand. Oh, I cannot stand Jordan Devlin. Oh my gosh, he has been such a pain. Like, he's one of those guys I truly hate in the wrestling business. Not as a person, but as a character. I can't stand him, but good, he's got heel heat and I don't like him. Um, and Devlin has really been, I want to say, pushed for some weeks ish. He's gotten some wins, I think, over Mark Andrews. He fought Pete Dunne, I think, even for the UK title at one point. Obviously didn't win, praise Jeebus. Um, and sorry, that's a Homer Simpson quote for anyone who didn't get the reference. Um, and now he's taking on Travis Banks. Banks is one of those guys who needs the push right now. If he loses this match, I'm just gonna feel disrespected. This match needs to start the start the show. It needs to start the show in a good way, and it just needs to be a great match. I know Devlin can put in the work, but Travis Banks is just such an awesome talent. The Kiwi buzzsaw, he kills it every time he steps in the ring. So Banks, I need you to get this win. I am putting my money on Travis Banks. I really want him to get this win. I was so disappointed when he did not win the tournament last year, falling short to Zach Gibson, who didn't even end up winning the title anyway. So, come on, let's go, Banks. Moving on to the no disqualification match between Dave Mastiff and Eddie Dennis. I'm pretty sure it's Eddie Dennis. It shows you I'm not 100% on top of this brand right now, but I do want to do predictions because they're always fun. So we got a no DQ match. These two have been really trash talking each other the past few weeks, even I think more than a month at this point, honestly. They had a match last week on the show, and it ended up being a double disqualification because they pushed the referee. I did see that. So now the general manager, I think Johnny Saint, came out and announced they're going to have a no DQ match. I don't know what to expect out of this. Would Dave Mastiff lose at this point? Is there a point to that? I don't see any point to that, so I'm going to put my money on Dave Mastiff. I feel like this match should be the easiest to call. So I'm hoping that we can just get the bloody obvious here and have a good brawl. It's the Travis Banks match I'm worried about right now, but I'm still putting my money on Banks too. Let's move into the title matches though, okay? Keep it calm. First ever NXT UK Tag Team Champions are going to be crowned at TakeOver tomorrow. We've got Mustache Mountain, one of the best teams, former NXT Tag Team Champions in their own right, taking on James Drake and Zach Gibson. Oh, one of the biggest nightmares that I have yet to see is Zach Gibson with a title. I've followed Gibson for a bit, but I've never actually seen him win a championship. I haven't followed him in every promotion he's been in, obviously. But what to do here, right? Do we go with the obvious here? I don't think so, guys. I really don't think so. I can't believe I'm saying it. I'm putting my money on Gibson and Drake. Drake is one of those characters I never thought that would get even slightly pushed or involved in this show. But he started teaming with Zach Gibson and they've been killing it. And although he has one of the most annoying mouths, possibly the most annoying mouth in all of UK wrestling, he backs it up. He backs it up. I'm not going to deny that. Unfortunately, I don't see Mustache Mountain getting the good feel victory and becoming the first ever NXT UK Tag Team Champions. This may feel like somewhat of a gamble, but I'm going for Gibson and Drake. There it is. There it is. I can't put much more on, but I think Gibson is really going to relish this win, and the shows might as well just be 50% him bragging and talking about it now. That's all I really need to say. But let's move on to match numero 4, the NXT UK Women's Championship. This match, it's going to hurt somebody. Bad, in my opinion. We have the champion Rhea Ripley. She won the tournament. She is the first ever NXT UK Women's Champion, and she's doing great. She's been referred to as Lady Dunn at this point just because of her character, and I quite like that title bestowed upon her. She's the first ever, defending against the woman she beat in the finals for the championship. Toni Storm, the winner of the Mae Young Classic of last year, the person who, in my opinion, should have been awarded that championship once she won the Mae Young Classic. But that didn't happen. The tournament got announced, went through, and Rhea won. And I think, and I could be wrong, but that tournament also might have even happened before the finals of the Mae Young Classic, which totally ruins my theory, but I'm not 100% sure if it was taped beforehand or not. Anyway, what happens here? If Toni loses, what does she do now, man? What does she do now? She won the Mae Young Classic. She was this close to the championship. Now she's getting one more opportunity. Can she do it? But what about Rhea Ripley? We worked hard pushing her up. If she loses this, then she's lost in the shuffle again, unless we're ready to keep this rivalry going for a bit. I don't want to see one of them hurt, but my prediction is as follows. I'm picking Toni Storm to win the championship. It should have been hers from the beginning, and as much of a Rhea Ripley fan as I am, I have to go against her. I think Toni is winning the championship. Hopefully there won't be a screw job in this match. There's a lot of rumors going around that this is the one that's going to get the shady finish, which is a shame because Shayna and Kairi Sane have already done a lot of that lately, although I've been happy to predict all of that right. Moving on to the final match, this caught me off guard when it was announced, but I'm really looking forward to it. UK Championship match. It's Pete Dunne, the champion. He's held it over 600 days at this point, taking on his new challenger, Joe Coffey. Now, Joe Coffey is one of those guys, when he was signed for NXT UK, I was thinking to myself, oh, they are never going to use him to his full potential. The Iron King, Joe Coffey. This man used to get me so hyped when I first started watching him a couple years ago. Then he comes in. Decent matches in the tournament last year. But then Mark Coffey gets brought in, and a heel turn occurs. And then Wolfgang joins the crusade. So, okay, we are doing things with Joe Coffey. He's still killing it fairly well. He has his own heel group. And now he's getting an NXT UK title shot. Tough one to call. Tough one to call. I saw the contract signing, and Pete Dunne got put through a table. I have not seen the six-man tag team match yet that occurred this week on NXT UK. I believe it was the Coffey Brothers and Wolfgang versus British Strong Style. That's going to be great. I can't wait to watch that. But as far as predictions go now, I know it would make so much sense for Coffey to win and get the momentum fully. Especially the fact that this is the first NXT UK takeover. But I can't see, after all the hard work, after more than 600 days, Pete Dunne losing to Joe Coffey right now. It just doesn't sit well with me. But at the same time, it's the first NXT UK takeover. Also, the fact that WWE loves to ruin the end goal of things in time. So, I don't know. This one's really hard to call. I'm not sure. There could even be a turn during this match because there's so much team stuff going outside. I don't know. I don't know if we fully trust Wolfgang in this situation. Do one of Mustache Mountain get a little bit of the old anger going through the bones? Also, the fact that they might or might not be tag team champions at the time. I don't know. But, no. I have to go for Pete Dunne. I have to go for Pete Dunne. I just don't see it. If it happens and I see it with my own eyes, I'm not going to hate it, though, because Joe Coffey deserves it. Iron King, looking to become the king of NXT UK. But my pick is Pete Dunne. Thank you all so much for watching, though. It's great to be back on YouTube. It's great to have some new camera quality. The predictions. Yeah, what we do all the time. I will let you guys know later on what my schedule is for the big weekend in January, if you know what I'm talking about. NXT TakeOver Phoenix, Royal Rumble. Going to be a fun weekend, I hope. as long as a certain someone isn't number 30 and everyone just complains and boos, but that won't happen this year because that man is ill and we hope he gets better. Thank you all again for watching. Like, share, tongue's waking up. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you all think is going to go down tomorrow, NXT TakeOver UK. And I will see you all, hopefully, I'm thinking Sunday for my results and review video, obviously. I don't, even though it's early Saturday, I don't see myself reacting to it right away. I'll give it some time because it's a takeover. I don't want to just rush into things. And we'll see what happens. Perfect. Thank you all. I will see you all later. Let me know what you are looking forward to this Saturday. What's going on? Happy New Year. See you later.